is that different A vowel sound is confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about spring at the last meeting. But I feel like it's a nice topic. I don't know. For us in Canada, winter is so long, so spring is really important. And it's like the 1 year mark since the pandemic really hit. So it's kind of a nice time for reflection and thinking of a new year,
Yes. I need to improve my listening.
Well, you know what? If it was just the vowel sound of A in April, yeah, that's part of listening, but it's your ears are good. It's just getting used to the different pronunciation of different words. Okay, I'm having trouble connecting, so let me try one more time. If this doesn't work,
I don't know. It says live on YouTube on my computer. So
oh, okay. So it's just I keep trying to do it, but it doesn't tell me. So it says it's live for you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Great. So I'm not used to using it on mobile. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody. We are live and we have been live for a minute and I'm just not very tech savvy. But welcome. Happy Wednesday night. Happy spring. And this is the RCIIS Conversation Club. And my name is Lesley. I'm one of the English speaking teachers at RCIIS, which is an international English school in Toronto, Canada. And we're offering all of our classes online right now for a very discounted price. So if you're interested in studying online English classes with Canadian teachers, you should definitely contact us. But yes, this conversation club is just a fun, free opportunity for anyone who is interested in practicing English speaking and listening while we're all stuck at home in the pandemic. I have a special guest here tonight. Thank you to Adam, who is joining us. Adam is another English teacher at RCIIS. Adam teaches, I think it's the pre-academic 2 class in the morning schedule right now. So Adam is more of an expert in English grammar than I am probably, but also a really lovely teacher and quite a talented guitarist. So that's my little introduction about Adam. Hi, Adam. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks, Lesley. Just to introduce myself. Yeah, so my name's Adam, and I've been living in Toronto all my life. I'm a real native Torontonian, and I love it here, but it's been kind of a crazy year. Today, I went just to do some final shopping before the next lockdown, and it was a beautiful day. So nice to have the opportunity to be out in the sunshine, but it's going to be another month or so of hunkering down. But anyway, I've been teaching English for a while and enjoy it, and I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much, Adam. Yeah. I apologize if I do weird things tonight. I'm on my mobile version of Zoom, so I'm getting used to it tonight. But we have lovely international students here. I think others are late and hopefully will join us. And yeah, it is really sunny in Toronto and beautiful today. I'm sure it's sunny and beautiful in Brazil where Fernando and Caroline are. And I see we had another student join us. Hi, James. So I'll have you guys each introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, where you are, your country, a little bit about yourself. And you can tell us something about your feelings about spring, about April. Did you celebrate Easter? Something about this time of year, because that's our topic today. So let's start with Fernando.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Fernando. I'm from Brazil. And nowadays, I live in Ribeirão Preto, São Paulo. I am an engineer, a production engineer, and I work in a railroad or railway. Do you know?
Yeah, railroad. Yeah.
Okay. And in my city, the weather here is good, and the city is so hot. And sometimes it's hotter than cold. And I am enjoying my house with my family. And I hope this viral passed away.
Yeah, yeah. We hope the virus passes away quickly. Absolutely.
Yes.
Nice. And you said you were interested before we went live in taking the IELTS test, right?
Yes, yes. I am studying for the test because I want to move to Canada.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yes,
And
IELTS.
I started
Yeah.
to French too,
Mm-hmm.
because the French is grow up my
It will increase your chances. Mm-hmm.
increase my chances. Yes,
Yeah.
in the points, my level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's a cool strategy. I've never heard students, because it's hard. Some ways it seems harder to learn two languages than just
Yeah, yeah.
improve the English. But you know, if you're a multilingual guy, maybe
Yeah.
French will come
Sometimes
easily.
I change the language because I am studying together.
Oh,
And I'm from, I am Fernando. Je m'appelle Fernando. I changed it.
absolutely. That's fun.
Yes.
I love when people
My head is a little confusing sometimes.
a little confused. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, that's great. Good for you, Fernando. Okay, let's hear from Caroline.
Yes, I'm Caroline. I'm from Brazil, and I'm an engineer too, but I am a mechanical engineer. It's a little different for a woman, but I love my profession, and I'm in Jundiaí, São Paulo now, and we are in lockdown at at this moment. And I'm working at home, and I have a home officer colleague here with me, and and our life is this now, and we hope it is pass fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Caroline and I joked earlier before we went live that the home office is difficult. I live in a one-room bachelor apartment, and I am moving, so my apartment is messier than normal. So I'm trying to hide close up where I am. But I love that your colleague there is supporting you from behind. Wonderful. Okay, and let's hear. Hi, James. How are you? Could you tell us a bit about you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Introduce myself. My name is James. I'm from China, Shanghai. Now I live in the Toronto, Canada. 2 years ago, and my family moving here because I think, but you know, Shanghai is always the city. The speed is very quick. The people is so many people. And this Canada is, I feel nice because not today's weather is very nice. Because this year is very so crazy. The COVID-19 is always lockdown. Because all of the working and the people talk the language is Mandarin. Because young ago I can remember the English the word. Because long time I use my English is not good. I want to listen and talk more. The English is better. I can study more.
Mm-hmm.
And my job is a personal trainer. COVID-19 is closed now.
Oh, wow. That must be very challenging and not working.
Yeah, yeah, because the gym is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
do virtual personal training? Do you do personal
Yeah, yeah.
training on Zoom workouts?
Zoom. I
No?
don't like Zoom because I feel is one-to-one is better. It's because is you can professional, you can teach which one is the change, because group of the class is in Zoom is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted it quicker back home, back work.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm so glad that we can connect online. It's not perfect, but I would not meet you guys, if we didn't have this internet Zoom possibility. So I'm very grateful to have you guys here today. And James, I think I heard from our new RCIS administrator, Suki, you are a new
He
student.
introduced me.
Yeah, you're a new student at RCIS?
Yeah, because before he gave me the evening speaking the level 2, because sometimes I can listen, sometimes I cannot listen. Maybe I change the level of the class.
Yeah. Well, I can say, James, you're all of you guys are very humble, meaning you say, oh, I'm not good. My English is not good. But
Yeah.
you're actually, I'm understanding all of you just perfectly. So your speaking is actually very good. Fernando earlier said listening is hard, right? So James, maybe it's just your ear, getting used to suddenly practicing English listening. That's the harder part, maybe. But yeah, we'll do some speaking, we'll do some listening tonight, and it's great to have you here. I love the picture on your wall with the Canada flag. Looks like you're happy to be in Canada, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't like only I don't like Canada because Canada is the snow day is a long time. Only this I don't like.
Welcome to Canada. That's what we all say. So
I know. So
that's Canadian. Yeah, we all say that. So
it's a nice day.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, I missed that, Adam. What do we all complain about the snow?
Yeah, that's being Canadian. We say, oh, too much snow, too cold, too cold.
Yeah,
that's. I'm totally Canadian. I always complain about the snow and too cold. And although this year actually was kind of nice.
Before I first time I see the snow, it's okay. I very like it because long time you watch always by white day. No, don't like.
Yeah, exactly. At first you're not so bad, but when it's too long, you're like, oh,
yeah, too long.
You just want it to end. Yeah, winter's too long. My only complaint in Toronto, yeah, winter's too long, but spring's here now, so we can celebrate that.
Well, let's talk about that. So, okay, our general theme tonight is spring, but we can talk about whatever, however the conversation takes us. But I just was thinking, okay, so actually it's spring for the Northern Hemisphere, but our Sao Paulo friends are in the Southern Hemisphere, right? So what is it not spring in Brazil right now? What is it in Brazil? Is it winter? Does Brazil have winter?
Winter. Now it's fall weather here.
Okay. And so what is the current temperature? What's the weather conditions like today in Brazil?
Hot.
Today, hot.
Do you know the degrees? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's 30. I don't know.
Degrees.
Let me check.
Is 30 degrees normal for fall, for autumn? That's normal?
In my city is no normal. Here is hot.
Okay.
So it's a hot day today.
Very hotter.
It's a hot fall day.
Yeah. Sometimes it's 40 degree, 42. Yeah.
So this is fall, but it's warmer than normal. It's hotter than normal.
Now is 34, 24, okay. 24.
24.
Now. Yeah, 24.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's cooling now that it's evening. Okay.
It's good now.
Yeah. And how about James? What would it be like for weather temperature in Shanghai?
Shanghai, right, the weather now is maybe the same because the cold day, no snow. It's The code only the different is a weight, you know, the weight code. Yeah, different because no snow, maybe only.
Oh, wet cold, right? So
Wet code.
It's not dry. The air is very moist, humid.
The temperature maybe is the high because you feel inside different.
Ah,
I find that more cold.
Yeah.
When I have the wet cold, I feel more cold because
okay.
I'm used to the dry cold. Toronto is very dry cold. So if I experience the wet cold, I feel like, oh, it's really cold. I experienced that in Vancouver.
It's true.
Japan.
Oh yeah, okay, Vancouver, yeah.
Japan too, I experienced it.
Yeah, like maybe like Vancouver.
I went to Japan in the winter, and it's
like
very. It wasn't so cold temperature, but very damp.
Okay.
Yeah, like Vancouver. I went to Vancouver also in the winter. Same thing.
Vancouver, no snow.
Yeah.
So I always think of Toronto as more towards wet cold because my best friend lives in Winnipeg, and I think it's more dry cold there. So I guess it's just
it's a degree.
All
Yeah. Winnipeg
relative.
is super cold, so I mean nothing compares to Winnipeg.
Yeah. So Caroline, what do you think about spring, summer, fall, winter? How do you feel about the seasons in Brazil? You have never been to Canada, right, Caroline?
No.
Have you been to the US or other countries where you might feel bigger changes in seasons?
No, because I went to New Zealand, but it's similar than Brazil. And I never saw snow.
Wow.
Yeah, only in movies, right? Only in movies.
Yes, just in movies. But it's my dream. I think I will travel for another country, and I will see the snow.
Yeah. Special moment for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So spring for me, it is my favorite season because it's a perfect temperature, and the flowers, and I love the flowers, and the trees can very beautiful, and it's my favorite season. And I don't like winter because it's very cold, and I don't like cold. And summer, it's very hot, and I don't like to. And so spring for me, it's the perfect season.
Nice. Yeah. I feel like I'm experiencing each season much more intensely because of the pandemic, because I'm just aware of nature in a new way. And so I never really cared that much about spring, but this spring is really important to me. Seeing the birds, having the sun, getting warmer is really nice. Flowers.
Cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms. Have you been to Japan, Fernando?
No, in Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah, we got Toronto. Cherry blossoms. Yeah.
Cherry blossoms. In the, I don't know, the
High Park. Yeah. You went?
Yes, I have a picture.
Oh, nice.
Oh, amazing.
I live right by High Park. It's very close to me.
It's very beautiful, and in the near has a zoo.
A zoo. Yeah, there's a zoo there. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And I always tell the Brazilian students about the story when there were 2 capybaras in the High Park Zoo that escaped, and Torontonians don't really know much about capybaras. They're not native to Canada. So everyone was like, capybara? What is it? What's a capybara? So then they became famous. Everyone was trying to find the missing capybaras. Do you pronounce it that way? How do you say it in Portuguese?
Yes.
Their name?
capivara.
Ah, okay.
V,
Yeah.
capivara. And
Okay.
how can I say cherry?
Yeah, cherry blossom.
Cherry
Yeah.
blossom. Cherry
You
blossom.
said it correctly. Cherry
It's
blossom.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in Japan, the Japanese name is Sakura.
That's right.
Sakura. Yeah, I'm not sure my pronunciation, but I definitely think of it about because I think a lot of our cherry blossom trees came as a gift from Japan. There's some at Trinity Bellwoods Park and at University of Toronto campus, but mostly High Park is the big place to see them. Yeah. Are cherry blossom trees native in Shanghai? James, do you have cherry blossom trees there? Oh, are you muted?
Yeah.
I think you're muted.
Cherry box Shanghai? You can start cherry box in Shanghai.
The pink flowers on the trees in Japan?
Oh, no. There's always many Shanghai people. Shanghai, the flower different. Because I forgot the name, the English name, I don't know. Maybe only Chinese
Yeah.
name.
It's a bit of a different type of
You're right.
tree
Yeah,
or
it's
flower.
white, different.
Okay.
Cool.
Because Toronto this time is good. You can maybe high parking. I don't know what flower is better. Because it's photo told me it's now stay home. Don't stay home. Okay, come outside. No good. The weather is good. You know. Today I listen the news for photo. You know, his top leader. He said always stay home. don't shopping. Don't outside. So crazy. I stay home 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you keep the distance, safe the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you move to Toronto? You said two years
2
ago?
years ago. 2 years ago.
So 1 year has been stay at home. One year was explore. At least you had 1 year of exploring Toronto.
Yeah. Maybe I want back to China. China is good now.
Yeah, China's more open.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe close, maybe open this now. I don't know why Canada is always slow, too slow. You know, speed is slow. Always slow.
Yeah.
Slow,
Yeah.
I think is for older is good. Okay, always speed is slow. Business is slow. I often go to the banks usual stuff is drink a coffee. It's very, very slow. You know, my country different. It's very quick. You have both, but different to the country. You know?
Yeah.
I think this is always slow. Sometimes slow is good. You know, the driver slow is good because the country is different. Always different.
I like that. I like that you're saying something slow is good, that there's pros and cons, because of course, I love talking to international students because cultures are so different and they have different strengths and weaknesses. And so it's really interesting to discuss like, what are the pros, what are the cons of different kind of attitudes about things, about how fast things need to be. Our administrator, our former administrator before your friend joined us, James.
I think the younger the time you can get more money. You can the faster the speed, the faster the city. Because I'm older, you can maybe enjoy the life. You can change it. Maybe Canada is better. You know, always slowly. You can enjoy in the always slow is better for me.
So you'll retire here, James? Go live the fast life as a young man and then retire in Canada?
My son. Enjoy the life.
I've never discussed, well, I haven't for a while, the pace, the speed of life in Canada versus other countries. How about the Brazilians, Caroline, Fernando? Fernando has been to Canada. Fernando, did you feel like Canada was slower paced or faster paced than Brazil, or very similar, like in speed of life?
No, I think in Brazil is faster. Yeah.
That's my feeling.
Yeah.
I've never
I
been. to
I
Brazil,
I
but
like
beautiful.
Toronto, and
I think that there are cities here is fast, but there are cities it's very slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the I forgot. Let me see.
Subway? I'm just gonna
No,
guess
in the
words.
countryside.
Yeah.
Countryside.
Yeah.
Yeah. In countryside is slowly,
Ah,
and São Paulo is faster.
okay.
The same in Toronto.
Yeah.
São Paulo, Toronto is the same.
Oh, so you think big city in Brazil, big city in Canada,
Yeah.
same speed,
Yeah.
very similar. And then the
Yeah.
rural countryside areas are slower.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. I like in Canada the polite, the people polite in the rules. For example, in the traffic jam, the people are respectable.
They follow the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Brazil, no. And
obey the laws.
oh, yeah, it's very different.
It's very crazy the traffic
Yeah.
here.
Here is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a message, low battery on my phone. So
No problem.
maybe I'll connect on my computer as well. But Adam, why don't you tell us about your feelings about spring, different
Sure.
seasons?
Sure.
Yeah.
I actually liked what you said earlier, Leslie, about connecting with the seasons, because normally my favorite season is summer. I'm a real summer person because, as I mentioned, the winter is very long in Canada and Toronto, very cold and sometimes dark. November comes, it starts getting gray and dark, and maybe by January you're getting really tired of all this. It just seems too dark, too long. So I actually really like summer because it's nice and warm, and there's a lot of sunlight and the days are long. I really like the light. The light gives me a lot of energy. It makes me feel happy. But somehow this year, my attitude has changed. I began to appreciate the other seasons more. For example, last year when fall came, normally I get a little sad during fall, but last year I found the fall really beautiful. I couldn't stop thinking about how nice the leaves looked and how the quality of the light. And I was like, actually, maybe I don't mind fall. Maybe fall's okay, I thought. And then winter came. I thought, oh, now it's winter. But then same thing happened. I thought, wow, actually, it's kind of beautiful. And Christmas Day was really gorgeous this year. It was the most beautiful Christmas I remember. The nice snow and the light. And I thought, okay, maybe I like winter now. What's going on? Have I changed? So it seems like I'm starting to like all the seasons. I don't know, maybe I'm different now, because before it was like I only like the summer and the warm weather, spring and summer. But this year I like the fall and the winter as well. So I guess maybe things are changing, but this spring is really beautiful too. So I'm just looking forward to the weather warming up. I just hope that, we can enjoy nice, beautiful days like this. But yeah, I actually think I'm starting to like all the seasons. But I still think probably summer is my favorite. If I had to pick, I'd probably go with summer. But I'm starting to like everything. How about you guys? What would you say is your favorite season?
Adam,
Yes.
do you usually go in Scarborough Beach? Is correct?
Yeah, Scarborough. It's a little far
Scarborough.
from my neighborhood. But I've been there. Yeah, Scarborough. Yeah, there's a Scarborough Bluffs. It's like these cliffs.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. You can look at the water. It's really nice. I've been there. It's nice. But I live in the West End, the other side of Toronto, so it's a little far.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like Fernando really saw a lot of Toronto in the 1 month. Saw High Park, saw Scarborough Bluffs. Yeah.
Yes. And Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah.
Were you going to say something, Caroline?
Yeah. Adam, you speak in a winter. Canada, it's short days.
Yes.
How many hours it's day and
Good question. So in the winter, the days are very short. So maybe sunrise in the morning is around 7:30 or so. 7:30, the sun comes up and it gets dark around 5 o'clock or so. So in wintertime, let's see how many hours is that? Maybe about nine and a half hours of light, and the rest is darkness. So it's long, 5 o'clock it gets dark, and it's by 5:30 it's really dark, like it's night. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's long.
we don't have this change here now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because
It
I
affects your-
love the long days.
Yeah, me too. So the long nights affect your emotions because you feel like it's so dark. You feel like I find at night I feel different than the day. I feel more inward. My feelings maybe are stronger, more thoughts. So the long winter sometimes is too much. You feel like you want to go out and feel more the light and the energy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I like to run in the dark. It's not very good. In the
No, it's
winter,
not so
not
fun.
as good.
Yeah.
Many clothes, and it's very bad.
Right.
Many clothes in Brazilian winter.
Yes.
I
No.
have questions give the Adam.
compare Canada.
No, but still for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, James had a question for Adam. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I stay here is 2 years, because I see the speed always slow. Why is express delivery? Because it's the same city, the maybe Amazon, by the Toronto, anything. Just maybe one week, maybe 10 days is longer. Because my country, Shanghai, different cities very quick. It's 1 day, only maybe 2 days. I don't know why is in Canada, it's express the delivery is very, very slow.
James, I wish I knew the answer to the
Toronto is
question.
always.
I don't know the answer, but I'm not surprised because in other countries, they take service and speed very seriously. It's like, okay, express means express. But in other countries, express means, okay, it's coming. But we're like, okay,
Shanghai, Shanghai's Taobao is very quick. Shanghai's Taobao is very quick.
Yeah, I think it's cultural. Different cultures have a different expectation about what is fast and what's slow and what is appropriate. And for example, I have a friend and he says, I'm on my way, I'm coming, but it takes him a long time to come. Well, when are you coming? He said, oh, I'm coming soon. I go, what do you mean? What does soon mean? Because for him, soon is this. Maybe my soon is this.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Canada soon is longer than Shanghai soon. I don't know.
Yeah. It's my college is called the RCIIS, It's the waiting the telephone is 2 hours, maybe 3. It's normal, yeah.
James, you're totally killing me. And when I say that expression, it means you are making me laugh. You are so funny. And I think that you could create, I do in my free time comedy and I perform. And I think you could have a stand-up comedy routine where you just talk about how slow Canada is compared to Shanghai. It would be very funny.
I see. Okay.
It's a really good point because Adam and I, this is our experience. So we don't notice that it's slow because we don't have a reference point to compare. And international students often ask us about things like, I've had students from Korea. I remember they would be like, why don't you choose your, at the movie theater, at cinema, why don't you choose the exact seat so you don't have to go early and physically claim and sit in the seat you want? And I was like, oh, I don't know. We just don't mind going early and doing that. So yeah, it's you don't notice things until you travel abroad, and then you realize, oh, things could be done differently, I guess, you know. Yeah. I think of Canada sometimes, I think of it as like it's this huge country, but it's really like a small town. Like we're kind of like, we're happy with just like the way things have been for a long time. We're pretty, as Fernando said, pretty polite, kind people, but don't mind waiting. We're kind of used to waiting, used to things being a bit slower. Don't require the newest technology everywhere. But yeah, I can see how that would be very frustrating for people who have experienced faster, higher levels of technology. But the pandemic definitely has suddenly fast forwarded Canada. I know it doesn't seem like that, but things like our medical system, where now you can email your doctor, you can send photos to your doctor, you can have virtual visits with your doctor. This didn't happen before the pandemic. So the pandemic is forcing, I think, Canada to use technology in more efficient ways now.
So I can advise you, maybe the Canada top of the leader is the speed quicker. You can protect more the people is safe, because now you know always don't like always the COVID-19 is always the close, look down, open, look down. Just feel if you're the top leader, you can speed quick.
You gotta talk to Trudeau, James. You gotta get in there. Talk to Trudeau.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're learning a lot during the pandemic, and seeing how different countries handle it. We'll have a lot of analysis afterwards to see like what could have been done better, you know, but yeah. So, okay. So let's shift into other spring activities, topics. What about are there specific festivals or holidays happening in your home countries at this time of year that maybe are different from in Canada? In Canada, let me think. We have some teachers at RCIIS from Iran, and so they celebrated the Persian New Year recently. For Jewish Canadians, there's Passover. For Christian Canadians or secular Canadians who like chocolate, there was Easter. I don't know what else is happening during April. Oh, April Fool's Day is something that happens in Canada, and April 1st.
Isn't Ramadan around now?
Yes. When is Ramadan? Is that happening now?
I'm not sure, but I
should know.
I'm pretty sure it's around this time. Yeah.
I think so. Maybe it's next week. I still have an old school agenda. I think, yes, I see it next week. First of Ramadan begins at sundown on Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
So how about in Brazil? What goes on in this month in Brazil? In April.
Oh, we have Easter. We had a Easter, and I think it's just this holiday in this month. But in Easter normally we eat together with our family, but in this time this is not happen. But I think it's just this holiday. Fernando?
I think it's just Easter.
I have a question for you guys. In Brazil, you celebrate Easter, but I wonder, do you do with the bunny and the rabbit? Do you have like Easter eggs and the rabbit, the Easter bunny? Do you do this?
Just chocolate.
Just chocolate. Because in Canada, we do this very, it's a Christian holiday, but there's also all this kind of Western stuff about the Easter bunny and eggs and chocolate. And I feel sometimes, I don't know if other countries do this so much. I feel this is more North American style, because I lived in England for 1 year when I was 9, and they did do Easter, but it didn't feel, they didn't do the same with all the Easter bunny so much. It had a different feeling than the Canadian Easter. So I was curious whether you have the Easter bunny or not. So no bunny?
Yeah, and not this very different, because it's we give chocolate and egg chocolate, but we have to. I saw in the movies the eggs, paint eggs, and
Yes.
I here in Brazil we don't have this.
Yeah, that's another tradition of painting the eggs. That comes, I believe, from Eastern Europe. In Russia and Ukraine, they paint the eggs. But we do that also in North America. We think of the colored eggs, and we maybe have the Easter egg.
It's beautiful, but
Yeah.
here we don't have this tradition. And in my religion, we don't eat meat in the Easter,
Right.
and it's common.
Mhm. So you have fish.
Me too.
instead?
Just fish and chicken.
Oh, chicken, right. Nice.
Yeah, I was wondering about what the, because even within Canada, people have different food traditions if they're celebrating Easter. My family would eat lamb. I think maybe my dad is from Scotland, and there's lots of lamb in Scotland. Ham is common.
That's true.
Ham, and I think turkey sometimes. Did your family, Adam, celebrate Easter? Growing
Yeah,
up?
my parents are not very religious, but we celebrate all the traditional Canadian holidays. But so yeah, we might have a ham or a chicken or turkey sometimes. More often ham, I think. But yeah, I have a family dinner.
I don't know the name, but here is traditional. It's bacalhau. I don't know in English. The name fish. It's
I think it's saltfish.
Sole. Oh.
Saltfish.
Yeah. Saltfish is
the
name
white
is
fish?
bacalhau. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My parents didn't eat so much fish. They eat more fish now.
Codfish.
Cod.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Codfish.
Yeah.
It's very common.
Have someone who maybe joined us newly, but maybe is shy or can't turn on the camera. Anna, are you there? If you're there, Anna, you can say hello. Welcome whenever you're there. How about James? James, is Easter celebrated in Shanghai?
The Shanghai
is it
in
similar?
April 5, only the holiday is the Qingming festival. You know?
Chimney festival?
Yeah, festival. You know Qingming
Well, that
festival.
sounds cool.
Yeah, because this day is the same every is the April 5.
What happens on April 5th? What do you do?
It's a workshop. The workshop is the workshop is the older and the deader the people.
Oh, okay. So it's a day of remembering ancestors, people who have died.
Yeah. It's maybe your grandpa's older, the dad is every year is the flower to the flower, and these days many people eat the Chinese the like the dumpling is the qingtuan. I don't know English name. It's the green eat. Yeah.
Kind of dumpling, you said?
No, the green dumpling. No green. You can go to the Chinese supermarket. You can buy.
Oh,
The green dumpling. You have eaten dumpling?
oh yes.
Yeah.
Dumplings are big. I guess dim sum. Dim sum is like dumplings, right?
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant in Chinatown in Toronto called Mother Dumpling. Mother dumpling. That was well known.
You have even tried to go to the Shanghai. Shanghai is maybe I think the country different. You can try it better, more.
Yeah. We love dumplings. I love that dumplings are something that many different cultures have their own version of, you know.
Dumpling.
I can introduce the shengjian is better. Shengjian, you know. Huh?
Dumpling is the same pie?
Fried dumpling.
It's a little different. Dumpling's kind of like it's pastry, which you wrap very small. And inside the dumpling, there could be meat or maybe some vegetables or maybe cheese. It depends on the type of dumpling, and you can fry the dumpling or boil. There are different ways to make the dumplings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess like Japanese dumplings are gyoza.
That's right. And then there's like Eastern European ones like pierogies.
Pierogies.
It's a type of dumpling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder about Brazilian. I know.
But listen, you can introduce the Canada. Watch the food, maybe like the dumpling. You know, I don't know.
What is a Canadian dumpling?
Yeah, Canadian. Yeah. I don't know.
Canadian dumplings is all the other countries' dumplings that we have stolen.
You can introduce maybe which one is the best food.
I don't know.
Popeyes. Tim Horton. What's the no?
I don't know the best Canadian food. There's no Canadian food. It's really American food and Canadian food together. It's kind of.
You can. I mean, if you do a deep Google search, you can find dishes that, although they're probably originating from European countries, or they are, if they're from this land, they're from the indigenous people. I mean, Canada is a recent construct of culture. So, but you can see, like, I think that they say, like, especially Quebec will boast that. I think tourtière is supposed to be very Canadian, this meat pie. Poutine, or they say poutine, is supposedly uniquely Quebecois, French Canadian. So yeah, they're just more recent things. There's not a huge number, but when you Google, they'll give you some ideas. But
it's a mix.
Sorry, Caroline?
It's a mixed food. A lot of countries.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the culture too. Yeah.
Did you say land? The meat land. Here it's very different because we don't eat this.
Yeah. Do you feel horrified? Do you feel sad for the little sheep?
No, not as common. But when I went to New Zealand, I tasted and I didn't like.
No, it's a strong flavor.
It's very strong.
It is, has a very particular taste.
I like it.
Fernando likes it too, yeah.
Meat. I like meat. I like it.
You know, guys, today, before I came home, my neighbor was doing a barbecue and it was very sunny. And I smelled the barbecue and oh my God, it smelled really good. I thought, wow, summer's coming. Very summery smell. The barbecue was very strong. I thought, oh, beautiful, beautiful. It's my neighbor. They have a roof and they do a rooftop barbecue. But I don't know them. I wish I knew them because I want to go over and taste the food, but I don't know the people. But it smelled really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Barbecue is definitely a thing for Canada summer because you can't barbecue in the winter. I mean, you could, but it's hard.
Yeah. Most people
don't want to. But I guess in Brazil and you can barbecue all year round, sort of. It's not just a seasonal activity.
All season,
Oh.
All year.
season, all the time.
every day.
Everyday barbecue.
All weekend. Barbecue, it's our life.
I think one of the
Barbecue
funny
is
yeah.
life.
barbecue
Yeah.
is like, oh, that
Yeah.
sounds like a bumper sticker for your car.
Yeah.
I think that's always a fun topic with international students because everyone feels like their country is the barbecue country. Like
That's true.
Brazil,
Korea.
Korea, you know, like lots of countries are like, we barbecue. But like, yeah, I guess most countries have a relationship with barbecue because even though Canada has a short summer season, definitely Canadians feel strongly about it. They love it too. Do people barbecue a lot in Shanghai?
Shanghai, no barbecue. It's a hot pot is better.
A
Hot
hot
pot.
pot.
Yeah, in China.
Yeah.
You know? You like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
like
do.
Hot pot. Yeah, hot
Yeah.
pot's pretty good. Yeah, but I prefer
What is hot pot? What
It's
is
the
it?
bigger the food inside.
Explain.
Mm.
How's it
Yeah,
work?
spicy.
Explain.
Yeah. You can trust anyone, meat, vegetable.
Mhm.
And it's a big
Bigger.
cooking
A wok.
It's a giant pot, and you pour water and you boil and put meat and vegetables and spices. And
Yeah, you can
for
try.
a long
Sometimes
time.
you people like the spicy, don't spicy. You can half.
half and half, so you can separate it
Yeah.
like
You
a
know,
pizza.
then-
You have some ingredients on different sides.
half the scope. Maybe you can try. Some people you don't like the spicy. Some people you like spicy. You can try.
Mhm.
And
Nice.
sometimes you can each one smaller pot. Each one. Maybe you say there's a very professional, you're clean. It's only the small, different.
Nice.
Yeah. So I feel like
it's good because balance where vegetables and meat, not just a meat like here.
Yeah.
that's interesting. I guess Brazil does. I do think of like, oh yeah, there's lots of meat in the Brazilian cuisine, but I always hear my students talk about dishes that are a mix of meat, beans, vegetables, rice.
Yes.
So it does seem well balanced. You can get well balanced meals in Brazil.
Not common. It's common cheese and bread with garlic
Mm.
and the meat. Just this in my home. And
Nice.
we don't have a hard winter. I think it's for because of this we don't have a comfort food like in Canada, for example. Many hot foods.
Yeah, you might eat dishes that are cold to be more refreshing. Or do you mean hot like spicy? It's not spicy food.
I think she means
That's
in
very
Canada we have
spicy.
lots of warm foods for comfort. You know, it makes us feel, you know, because it's cold, we eat warm foods and it makes us feel nice and relaxed. And
Yeah. No, it was nice use of comfort food. Yeah, I love how every conversation, well, not everyone, but many conversations go to food. It's like spring food. But I'm not complaining. But yeah, I think we're pretty much at 8 p.m. now. So we'll finish here for the evening. But thank you so much to Caroline, Fernando, and James for joining us. We had such a great conversation with you guys. I hope the other students who had registered were okay. And if they watch this, remember there's a time difference and register for an upcoming Conversation Club meeting. We'd love to welcome more new people. Yeah, if anyone watching is interested in their online English studying options, please don't be shy to contact us at RCIIS. We have lots of friendly English teachers like Adam here, myself, and we have counselors at our school who speak many different languages, who can advise you and talk to you about your options for studying online, improving your English skills, but also for starting your process to then study abroad in Canada, to perhaps attend a Canadian college or university in the future once the borders open back up again. So we'd love to help you, so don't be shy. And thank you to Adam for being my co-pilot tonight and sharing his experiences with us. And yeah, this is the RCIIS Conversation Club. It happens every 2 weeks. I think the next one, 2 weeks, is Wednesday, April 21st. It'll be at a different time, at 12 to 1 p.m. Toronto time. So that will hopefully accommodate people with different schedules. And yeah, hope to see you all again soon. So let's say bye to YouTube.
Bye-bye. Nice to meet
Bye.
you.
Happy
Bye.
Wednesday.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.